All right. New week, new parts. Never heard of this place, but ordered parts from, shipping and everything, and handling was very professional and orderly. Got these injection lines for the truck. Got these for $180 shipped, free shipping, and they came in like a day and a half, 2 days maybe tops. But yeah, I got the 6 injection lines for the truck because these, well, you can't see it right now. I got, oh shit, it does have a fuel leak, holy shit. Yeah, that last one back there, that I loosened it last week to take it off because I have to get to that AFC housing and drill out an old bolt, or the tamper-proof bolt, because I broke the head off of it. And that last one turned, but it was about to break, so I ordered new ones. And it's obviously leaking, but got that to do today. So we got all 6 of these done, and they come run through here. Got all, these are old and crusty anyway, like these weren't bad. I got all 5 of these turned and loose, but that last one's just seized, and it's just gonna break the line when I take it off. Hopefully it don't, but I think it is. But got all those, got all 6 injector lines, gonna do the fuel plate and do the fuel plate and smoke screw, whatever y'all want to call that. I just call it the AFC housing mod, but get up the horsepower on this truck just a little bit, because in 4 weeks from this weekend we'll be going down to cruise weekend, Ocean City. Me and my brother started prepping 2 months out, but we had emergencies with his truck, emergencies with my girlfriend's Jeep. So those 4 weeks we were working on his truck and her Jeep. I'm finally now just getting to my stuff, and I only have 4 weeks to go. So the weather turned out to be really nice today, and it's going to be really nice tomorrow. So I'm going to crank away at this tonight and tomorrow. Hopefully the housing goes well, and I can get all these lines on and get the pump turned up. And then I have speakers. That's also speakers coming in tomorrow. My radio don't get here till Monday, so I'll just install that off the camera. That's not very exciting anyway. But I got all new speakers coming, a new head unit. I think next week or the week after, we're gonna put a new rear bumper on it. I have the roll pan on there right now, but it looks like crap. I don't like it. I want to try to make it look as OEM as possible, but clean project OEM truck. I'm gonna put a rear bumper on it. I got a new tip coming for it because I have the 10-inch, the big tip axle dump, but after I turn this up, I want the tip that comes out behind my back wheel. Just it's not quieter, but it is a little quieter. That 10-inch tip, and it echoes off the ground. It's very, very loud. I like it, but sometimes I don't like it. So I'm gonna make it a little more crisp and a little more quieter, just so it's not as obnoxious. But yeah, got a bunch of parts coming in the next couple weeks. So let me start this injection line. Start these injection lines, and hopefully I can get it close to done tonight, or at least get the AFC housing off tonight, so tomorrow I can button it all back up and start the speakers tomorrow, because the 2 speakers in the truck right now they're all stock, but 2 of them are blown. This truck is bone stock. Old man owned it, didn't mod it, didn't do anything. It still has the tamper-proof screw on the AFC housing, which I just broke off, so this truck hasn't been touched, all stock. So sucks to say that a nice old man truck is now getting ruined by me, but hey man, I can't stand the way it drives. It drives so slow. I need to up the horsepower a little bit. So yeah, let me stop rambling and let me get to work. Alright, got these off. Try to keep them in order just cause. And one little problem we did run into, we got all the fuel lines off, is the 2 bolts. Got the fuel housing off, but 2 bolts snapped. This one, I don't know if y'all can see that, the sun's kinda, yeah, 2 bolts up top of here snapped, so I gotta drill them out, or tap and die them, put new threads in it, or hopefully get the studs out with a retracting tool, but I don't know how good that's gonna work because it's like a 30-year-old parts. And I get it, they're all rusted, and the only thing that worries me is I have to get this one out, I think this one. Gotta get all these out, but they are so dry and rusted like those two that snapped. It's kind of scaring me. But I mean, at least the housing is out of the truck and I can put it on a vise and mess with it. But yeah, there's the AFC housing, and this is just old, never messed with, never touched, never taken apart. So these bolts are gonna be tough to get out without breaking, but that's what happens when you mess with a 30-year-old truck. So I'm gonna keep going at it. It's once I get those studs out of the old housing, it's all, I don't want to say cake work because you always run into something, but once I get the hard part done, getting those studs out, I'm gonna adjust the housing, the fuel housing, and put the new fuel lines on, and then do my speakers in the truck. And then I'm done for the weekend, but it's always got to be longer than you expect. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and get back to work. All right, I got 6% on this battery. I gotta swap it out real quick. But I got the AFC housing out the truck. It was kind of a nightmare because both these two bolts were seized in the pump head, and I had to break the. No, hold on. This one, the head of the bolt broke off. Yeah, and this one, the head of the bolts broke off of these, but this one broke off flush to the head of the pump, so I had to drill it out and tap it, which was very nerve-wracking. And this one just broke the head off, but there was enough stud to grab it with some grip pliers and just turn it out. These two were good. Right now, I got this cover was just off, but I put it back on. I just did the smoke screw. I'm about to do the star wheel, and then insert that back in, and then I got to go over there to the truck and hopefully get the fuel plate out, because a lot of the bolts on this damn AFC housing they're over 30 years old, haven't been touched since the truck was made. So, of course, you gotta expect them to be stuck, but really don't want the fuel plate bolts to be hard to do. But once I get all this 1, 2, and 3 set, I can put this back in the truck. I got all new bolts and hardware for the AFC housing, just because I don't want to reuse the old bolts. They're just old as hell, and 2 of them don't have heads anymore. So got a bunch of washers in case I gotta stack them, because a lot of the bolts the back bolt is shorter than the main housing bolts. But I got a bunch of bolts, electrical connectors to fix my air horn. If y'all can see, very nerve-wracking because of this. You don't want to drop anything down in there, but I got that, if y'all can see it, tapped and drilled out, and this one got the stud out of there. So we're good on that. That's tapped and drilled. That was very nerve-wracking just because I don't want shit to go down into the pump. And we got all new fuel lines because I had to take the fuel lines out to get access to be able to drill and tap in there. And these are, you can just see them, they're old, they're seized. Turning them was very, they were turning really rough. And they're just gross. So I'm gonna hold on to them maybe. I don't know, I might throw them out, I don't know. And repaint them or whatever, just for spares in case. But I got these all brand new fuel lines. Injection lines, whatever you want to call them. So let me play with this AFC housing, set it up the way I want to, and then get her back in, because I'm dying to drive this thing and see if it makes a difference. And I don't want it to dump coal out, but I want to just puff a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of puff of black smoke. Didn't hurt anyone. I just don't want to roll coal too much. That's especially with today's fuel prices. It's nightmare. But anyway, yeah, let me get back to work, because I also have to do speakers and a head unit on this tonight or tomorrow. I'm trying to get as much done tonight, which is Friday, so that tomorrow I can get ahead of schedule. And I got to do the steering stabilizer on it. I have to weld my own bracket because I upgraded the steering last spring to the heavy duty steering. I don't know if y'all can see that damn light, but upgraded that. Got to make my own bracket for the new steering stabilizer. So yeah, I got tint to do, I got a bracket to weld, I got fuel housing and fuel lines to put on, I got speakers and a head unit to do, and we only have 2.5 weeks until we go to cruise weekend. So let me get back to work. Alright, I didn't show it, but I pulled the fuel plate using an impact screwdriver because they're very, very tight and you don't want to drop anything down in there. But got the fuel plate out, cut the little piece off that people are known to cut off, made it a 0 plate, scooted it forward and tightened it down. I got new hardware on the AFC housing where bolts broke, because like there was a tamper-proof here, a tamper-proof here. And then these two, like I said, these two, the heads broke off, but I got new bolts. So I got all new hardware. This is all, I did the star wheel, and I did the smoke screw, and the plate's done. So low end, mid range, and top range are all adjusted. I don't know if it's gonna be good, bad, whatever. This is my first time doing this, so. Trying to make the 12 valve a little faster, just a little bit. Because I hate going up hills, and it just takes forever and a day to get up a damn hill or at a light, and I just got a line of traffic behind me, so. Let's throw this back in and get the injection lines back on. Alright. So I got everything back together. All the injection lines are on, intake, everything, the AFC housing, all turned up and whatnot. I just started it, no problem priming it, and you can't see down there, but this fuel line right here, where my flashlight is, the O-ring, I took that off. I got 1%. I took that off when I was doing the job, and I noticed that the O-ring was old and it was crusty. Put it back on just to, because I don't have one on me at the moment, and I just wanted to get it ran, and it's leaking. So fortunately I can't drive it yet. Tomorrow we'll replace those O-rings, and we will test drive her. But I backed it down the driveway a little bit and pulled it and just hit it just to see if it like felt like it pulled any stronger, but just not enough room to test it. So I'm gonna get that O-ring. I might have those O-rings on my work truck at home because I work on the newer version of these engines for work all the time. So I'm gonna see tonight if I have one. If not, I'll order it and it should be here tomorrow. Fix the horn on it just now. AFC housing's turned up, new injection lines are on. Now we gotta do these. Just trying to keep track of everything. So much shit I gotta do in the next 2 weeks. New speakers, I got the new radio inside. Simple head unit, old style, no touchscreen. I don't know, just with this older truck, I don't want touchscreen in it. I want to keep stuff kind of like older in it. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, got what I wanted to done tonight, thank God. Got her running, and Mr. Milo, what do you have going on this Friday night? Well, neat. Just gonna go have a few with my boys. Uncle OCMD. Oh, it's so dark in here. Trying to set. Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
Well, actually, our electric hasn't even been high. It's the fucking gas.
Oh, that's the.
Iran.
Yeah, that's the war, buddy.
Actually, no.
Got that Arnold Palmer.
Started bombing shit.
Got that gas in a can. What the heck? Oh, watch your head. Hold on. All right. God. All right, gotta get this fire rolling.
I just ordered a new one.
I got it, and I was like, alright, both trucks are home, and I was like...
So, where are they? Fuel line. I showed you all a minute ago. Last night I found a leak right there at that fuel line. The old banjo fittings the old O-rings were all crusty and old. I was like, gotta replace those anyway. But look at this. Torn up, old. And I went on my work truck, and I work on a lot of PACCAR, like 24 valves. And I had 2 turbo banjo O-rings just like that on my truck. They were a little big, like the ring, the rubber part was perfect size, but the outer metal ring was a little bigger than these. I'm like, I hope that doesn't matter. Put them on there, snugged it up tight, started the truck, no leak. Gotta love when you have stuff laying around that just works. Didn't have to pay for nothing, didn't have to hope a local store had it, didn't have to order. So, we're here right now, and we leave for cruise weekend right there on the 30th. So we have a week and a half until we leave, and I'm not done near enough that I thought I would get done. This whole video is gonna be one big video, but it's gonna be the last 4 or 5 weekends of us working on this because I've just been picking up the camera here and there, filming stuff while getting the truck ready for a cruise weekend. But like the past 2 months, I've been here every weekend working on my brother's truck. He's finally got most of his stuff done, the lift, the wheels, the tires, all that done. Got his stuff done, the coolant leak. And I got a lot of my stuff done, but not all of it, which is fine because the other stuff we'll worry about when we get back from the beach. We got plenty of stuff to do. And we're getting to this real quick. It's Sunday, and I am just trying to get this on real quick. So that next weekend, it's one less thing to do, and it's done. And it was raining all morning, and the sun came out, so I was like, let me get over here and get some work done to the truck. So yeah, all these bits of recording that I've got every weekend, I'm gonna put into one big video for a cruise week prep. So all right, got her on. So much better than the roll pan. Oh yeah, so much better than the roll pan. I already threw the roll pan up in storage, but yeah, that's on. I'm all cleaned up here. It's Sunday. Next week we are going to completely go over my truck and my brother's truck, and then fully detail them next Sunday, and then have a cookout afterwards, and to start the trip, kind of. The time has fucking come, ladies and gentlemen. We started the weekend of March 8th for cruise week prep, and the last weekend of prep has come. Yesterday I did a little bit. Today and tomorrow are the last days of prep before we leave for cruise weekend. It's been a fun month and a half, 2 months of hiccups and stuff that was just not accounted for, but we got them done. We had 7 weeks to get my brother's truck done, my truck done, and my girlfriend's Jeep, her daily driver, had some stuff wrong with it. We got her stuff done. We got my brother's truck is done now. He's just cleaning up and doing some small stuff to it. And I have a couple parts coming in tomorrow that I'm gonna put in. Just a couple little things I'm buttoning up right before we leave. I got a new exhaust tip coming. I got cup holders for this coming, because I need cup holders and those suck. But yeah, we got a couple parts coming in tomorrow. We're gonna we're having if it doesn't rain all day, I'm gonna meet up at my brother's house. And we're all gonna hang out. The boys are gonna hang out. We're gonna detail my truck, detail my brother's, because we need an interior detail and an exterior detail before we go down. And then we're gonna have a cookout tomorrow to end this weekend and start the kind of like the short work week, because we all only have a 3-day work week. And then we all go to cruise weekend next Thursday morning.
What about your door jam? They got fucking polished.
Oh no. What do we do about that?
So you should do the outside first.
Oh well. Well, final preparations. I just did the interior clean. He's doing he got his shit all detailed and cleaned up. This thing is sitting nice, man. I can't remember when they got it repainted, but cleans up well. Got the lifting all on. Sorry, I'm talking to the camera, babe. I got 0 minutes on here. What? Damn, I gotta cut this short. But yeah, he detailed his shit. This thing is... About to go finish mine. Call it a night. Yeah. 12:24 a.m. I got 0 minutes on this card left. That was my passenger side mirror. It was shattered from God knows what, but I just cracked off the old one, and I'm currently putting the new one on, and we have to leave in a few.